It is Satan's strategy to destroy humanity's trust in God. And one of the ways it does that is to attack the Sabbath day. Obviously, through the theory of evolution, it is part of his deception to destroy any trust in a God who created heaven and earth. And while many Christians refute the basis of the Sabbath as a memorial of the creation of this world, it has become apparent and very important that as Christians we remember the seventh-day Sabbath and keep it holy. There are few biblical facts that establish the Sabbath as a day to be remembered. First, it is the seventh-day Sabbath that establishes God's sovereignty as the creator of heaven and earth. And it is the Sabbath day, the seventh-day Sabbath, that was made for everyone, not necessarily for Jews, but for the world over. And science has proven the importance of resting once a week, especially on the seventh day of the week. So, fact number 3 is, of course, that it's not just about keeping the day. It is about acknowledging God as the creator of heaven and earth. And that Genesis describes the origin of the Sabbath, that thus the heavens and the earth were finished and all the host of them, and the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. That's Genesis chapter 2 verse 1 to 3. So God sanctified it and made it holy. So by resting in it and keeping it holy, we also partake of the blessings that God has put on that day. Of course, we know as well that the seventh day Sabbath is going to be a test of truth, whether you worship God or you worship the beast. And according to scripture, it is very clear which day is the Sabbath day. It is of course not Sunday, but it is the Sabbath day. And specifically, when you read in the Bible, you will understand that Jesus died on a Friday. That's according to Luke chapter 23 verse 52 to 56. And the whole world agrees that Jesus died on a Friday and he was buried. And it is very clear that from Luke chapter 24 verse 1 and 2, Jesus arose on a Sunday, and the Bible calls it the first day of the week. And the whole world during Easter does acknowledge that the Sabbath day is the day between Friday and the day between Sunday. And it is not a coincidence that over 100 languages on earth use the word Sabbath for Saturday. And therefore, the Sabbath has not been a memorial of the deliverance out of Egypt, because when God set the Sabbath, there was not a Jew. This was over 2,000 years before there was any Jew. And therefore the suggestion by others that the Sabbath is a memorial of the Exodus from Egypt is not biblical, because the Genesis story of the making of the Sabbath and the wording of the fourth commandment by God reveals that the Sabbath was a memorial of creation. We also know that the Sabbath is not meant to memorialize the resurrection. It is true that Jesus woke up on Sunday. It is one of the pivotal moments in the history of the world, but nowhere does the Bible hint that we should keep Sunday holy. Many other wonderful events occurred on certain days of the week, but we have no command to keep them holy either. There is, of course, a memorial of the resurrection commanded in the Bible, but it is not to determine a new day of worship. And Paul wrote about this in Romans chapter 6, verse 4. So baptism is a memorial of Christ's death, burial, and resurrection. However, the Sabbath is a memorial of creation. If you still have a question about this, let me present perhaps the last point I'd like to share with you on this chat. The Sabbath will be celebrated in eternity. That's according to Isaiah chapter 66, verse 22 and 23. And therefore I trust and hope that you will keep the Sabbath day holy, you will honor God and worship Him on the day that He has set. This is MelVee Video Productions, wishing you a happy and a blessed Sabbath day. Thank you and God bless you.
So sweet is the Spirit when He moves among His people. Hearts are melted, lives are changed, and dreams restored. He brings healing for every heartache. He has a promise for every problem, just so sweet.